I'm going to review 4 boards today. So we are going to start off with Lou. All right, this board looks pretty nice. Let's click through. Let's see, go back to the beginning. You got these characters skateboarding, grinding a rail. 3 of them go, and the last one falls, shoots his board off the other way, and it's like an ad for like a painkiller. Okay, first suggestion I have for you is when you're doing this, nice drawings, but let's use a little bit of reference, okay? You probably did, but you see that here's like a good one. And even the angle is pretty cool. Like, and there's a bit of a moving camera there. See here, let's rewind that a little bit and just hit play. Oh, here we go. See how much the little bit of moving camera adds to that? So if we go back to your board, so just a little bit more dynamic, I think, on these poses would help. And then at the end, so you have these guys skate off and go past. And then the final guy, rather than having him fall there where we don't see what's going on, how about he comes at us and camera follows and he crashes, and then the pain pill comes up. So something like, yeah, let's get to the spot. Not this one. This one. The guy goes and here he falls. And then you have your little pain bottle come up and say, hey, take this pill and you'll feel better. Although that's kind of like a drug reference. I guess it is a drug, whatever. Nice job, Lou. Hope this helps you. Okay, next up we have Moonam. I hope I said your name right. Fantasy Beach. So we've got a girl on the bed. She's not happy. She's looking at something coming to Hawaii at the Hawaiian Beach Hotel. Notification from boss. Work deadline tonight. And she breathes out and then goes into fantasy. So I looked at this whole thing. Was this a music video? Like, there's no sound. I mean, well, obvious, it's a click through, but this is one that probably would work better as an animatic than just click through drawings. And then at the end, she wakes up and it's like, oh, I've been at the beach. Okay, the thing about work deadline tonight, I didn't get that part. But let's just go over a couple of your drawings here and your staging and stuff. So back to the beginning. Let's see. All right, nice drawings. Okay, this one here, let's take a screen grab. I think, so what's happening here for me anyways, it's a little too rough. Not that rough is bad, but there's so many here. Let me turn the opacity back. There's so many lines going on here. Her expression gets lost. So if you could just take another pass at this and just sort of, tidy it up. And let's see, was she holding a card or something? Actually, let's fix that just a little bit. Let's put the card here. There we go. And she's got a pillow and a bed that she's laying on. All right, we'll turn that off. And here we go. Let's finish that. And we could just drop a little bit of shadow behind it here. Let's do that on another layer. And bring the opacity. There we go. It just makes it a little more clear, the drawing. And even that's a rough, as opposed to this with all the lines. So be mindful of that. Let's go back to your board. Yeah, just tidy those drawings up. Okay, you got seagulls, the beach. This one. What would make this more dramatic is by putting the seagull above the horizon line. And you could lower your horizon just a little bit. Seagull comes flying in above, swooping down. The girl, she takes off her towel. Crabs. Yeah, okay. On this kind of stuff, I know a lot of board artists do this where you draw the character and you just bring the opacity down the back. It's a good technique. One more thing I would add to this type of a drawing is just spend the extra time to paint out your background in the characters. White, there we go. Wrong color. Like that. You know, we don't have the background shining through. It's a little bit of extra work, sure, but it helps the compositions here. You really don't want stuff going through the top of their head or their eyes. Do that kind of stuff, it'll help. This is all fine. You know, one other thing. Okay, so your thick line in the background here of the ocean horizon, thin that out. It's way too thick because generally in the story drawing, thicker lines in front, thinner lines in back suggest distance or depth in your drawing. And nice animation with all this stuff. Some cool ideas. Very Little Mermaid here. I'm sure that was the influence. And holding up the surfboard. All right, yeah, those are the couple suggestions I have for you. Otherwise, nice job. And if you were to put this in an animatic, I think it would work a ton better. Next, we have Giovanna. Hi, Giovanna. Let's see what your boards look like. Okay, it's like the tortoise and the hare, but it's the tortoise and the rhinoceros. All right, so this reel played a little bit fast. And was short, which is nice. Okay, it falls through. All right, let's pause on a couple bits here and give you some ideas on staging. Go back. Okay, just like I was telling Munam, like take the time to paint out the background behind your character. It's going to help a lot. And it's a banana. Let's see. Okay, here, this drawing here, where he's coming up on the mud puddle. You've got so this drawing doesn't have a focal point, not a strong one anyway, which means this is, you know, colored, like if this is the area you want to look at, which is actually where you have the rabbit, let's design the background in such a way that it draws your eye to the rabbit. So what we're going to want to do is move this thing over here, put this tree like this. Doom, 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 doom. Put those lines back in. This tree is fine. Let's put it on a little bit more of an angle. And we could even have some of the branches coming down, telling us to look here. We have another bush here in the way foreground, shaded in. We've got our background. Here's another rolling hill and some little trees back here. Okay, let's turn off your background. Now, here we are. Your little Nibel can come running up. And he stops right here. And he looks at the mud puddle. Also, our framing is this. Let's see, maybe we can have that. There we go. So there's our framing top right there. Now, if you look at what I've done here, you can see, let's see, we'll take the rabbit dude out, and he's going to be right here. He's going to see the mud puddle. What we've done is this points to him. The dip in the stuff points. This blocks your eye from leaving. These bushes, all these little bumps, everything points our eye right here. And that's how you make your story drawing, excuse me. That's how you make your composition strong. And so it leads the eye to where you want them to see. Go back. Oh yeah, there was a sign. I forgot about that. All right. This shot, a lot of tangents. You don't want tangents in your story drawing. They just distract the eye and make you look at a spot that you're not really wanting to look at. Now, this would be a really easy fix. All you got to do is just take, paint out your character. Dum, 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 and a little bit of airspace between the stuff he's looking at, and you could even like shade in the mud just so it reads a little stronger. Also, a couple more tangents I didn't paint out. Here we are. See how that makes it. Let's see. See the difference there? Just easier to look at. Very simple fix. I would even suggest that you put the tree over here, not here. And that way it also points to the guy. All right, good job. Next, we have Shanik. And Shanik, by the way, your board is very long, which I'm impressed. Like 10 minutes, that's awesome. I was totally understand everything because it's a little bit of a language barrier for me, but overall, nice. Let's get to it. So the spot here where the guy's flying over the mango grove and getting all the mangoes. Okay, in this particular shot, as the mangoes are coming up, and he's flying through the air on his broom. Let's see here. What I think you should do is make every time mangoes keep coming up, this thing gets bigger and bigger. And so it's like filling the frame. And then of course you would have your dude here in the foreground where he's like, haha, I'm getting all the mangoes and no one else can have any. Let's see. This is actually a good place in where thing is. So here's his. That might look a little phallic, sorry, but make this mango pile get bigger as he flies through the air. There's one other spot here that I want to show you. Talk about. Let's get to the spot 116, I think is where. Yeah, that's it. One second, get there. Okay, here. This little kid.
लगता है किसी को मेरी मदद की जरूरत है.
All right, when he gets up and walks away or runs away. Let me get to the right spot. All right. These two drawings. Boom, boom, boom. All right, from here to here, you want to take him and put him forward. So when he's moving forward, really easy fix. Just take that layer and scoot it forward, just like a 1/4 inch. That way, when he gets up, he's already moving the right direction. And I don't have time to go through the whole thing, but dude, props to you for working. I know this was a
ये
ton
क्या?
of work here.
ये
10
कैसे
minutes?
हो गया?
Awesome.
अरे भीम,
Oh,
हमारे जिगरी दोस्त.
I like this little monkey character. It's super cute. Like I said to the others in this video, take the time to paint the backgrounds out behind your character. It just helps. It's not absolutely necessary, but it does help. A little bit of extra work.
गाय बन
It makes a
गए.
difference.
अरे अब ये 4 टांगों से.
अब देखो घंटी का जादू।
घंटी
Anyways,
की
nice
आवाज
job.
गायों को
And
आज्ञाकारी बना
thanks for
देती है.
submitting your stuff, guys.
ये क्या?
All right, well, nice job. Good work, everyone. Thanks for submitting. And remember, there's a link below for the next person that wants me to review stuff. Try to do this every Monday for as long as I can, and we'll see you later.